Good morning, class 10. Today we are going to do the topo sheet. It's a class on the topo sheet, okay? Now, before we go into the description of the topo sheet, first and foremost, we have to know that the most important question that comes in the topo sheet, it is about the scale. So, whenever you are asked what is scale, you have to understand that it is a ratio between the map distance and the ground distance. So two things, one is the map distance and the other is the ground distance. For example, the 2 centimeter on the map is equal to 1 kilometer on the ground. So this is the example of the scale where the 2 centimeter on the map, it is representing 1 kilometer on the ground. So what is scale? It is a ratio between the map distance and the ground distance. And how many types of scales are there? There are the 3 types of scale. One is the statement scale, the other is the RF representative fraction, and the other is the linear scale. The most important question, that next question that comes is, what is RF? Now, what is RF? First and foremost, you will write that RF means the representative fraction. Remember, don't make the spelling mistake. It is representative fraction. That is, for example, 1:50,000, where 1 centimeter on the map represents 50,000 centimeter on the ground. Okay. Third important type of question you can get, give the 4-figure grid reference of, suppose there is a settlement here. Okay, just it will be a square almost. Okay, for example, what are these lines? 10, 11, 12. The vertical lines, they are the eastings, and the horizontal lines, they are the northings. For example, there is a settlement at the village A. So you can get a question, give the 4-figure grid reference of the settlement at A. So what will be the settlement at A? Remember, always I tell, eat nicely. This is the formula. This is my own formula, where E stands for the eastings and then N stands for the northings. Okay. So you take the value of the eastings first. So A, the value is 10, this value. It has not touched 11 or 11, so I'll take 10. And what is my northing value? It is 01, this value. Okay, because it has not touched 02. So what is the 4-figure grid reference? 4-figure grid reference of A is 1001. Okay. Another example I can tell you, this is a village B. You can get a question, give the 4-figure grid reference of the village B. So for the village B, what will be the eastings? Eastings value, it is the 11. What will be the northing? Northing will be 00. Because 11, it has crossed the 11, 11. It has not touched 12, and it has crossed 00. It has not touched 01. So the settlement B, it is 1100. This is the 4-figure grid reference. Okay. Next type of question you can also get, it is the drainage pattern. Suppose in the topo sheet you can see that the rivers, they are, or the tributaries, they are moving, they are cutting like this, branches of a tree. So it is the dendritic pattern of drainage. And one thing, students, you will observe only that grid. You will not see here and there. Only that grid you see. In that grid, what type of drainage pattern you follow, you will get it, dendritic drainage. Next, I come to another drainage pattern. You know, very common type of drainage pattern. It is the, for example, this is a grid, and in that grid you can get the drainage, it is moving, radiating in the different direction, and you know that there will be the contour lines here. And in this type of drainage pattern, it is called the radial drainage pattern. Okay, radial, why? Because it is moving from the height to the different surrounding areas. Okay. Next, another type of drainage pattern, you can get the trellis. Trellis means just like a rectangle. The river, it is joined by the tributaries at the right angle. So it is called the trellised pattern of drainage. Okay. So mostly we have covered the drainage patterns, the radial, the dendritic and the trellis pattern. Next, student, we come to the settlement. Settlement, whenever the boxes or the settlements, they are clustered, they are in groups, it is called the cluster settlement or the nucleated settlement. What does it mean? You can get a question, what does it mean? Because it means that the settlements are in groups or in cluster. Now, whenever the settlement are in line, for example, there is the road here, and on both sides of the road you are having the settlement. So here in the line, it is called the linear pattern of settlement. And then we can also have the settlement which are scattered. So whenever it is scattered or spread, it is called the dispersed pattern of settlement. Okay, so we have the three types: the clustered, the linear and the dispersed. Clustered means in group, linear means in line, dispersed means they are spread all across. Okay, next we come to another important part of the topo sheet, is that about the occupation. Now whenever you see that a grid box, it is yellow color, then what type of occupation? It is the farming. If the grid box, it is green color, what type of occupation? It is the forestry. Or you can write that is the collection of the forest products. If there is a river, okay, the river is flowing, then what type of occupation you can get? Here the occupation will be fishing. If it is a perennial river, remember it is a blue color, then fishing can be the occupation. Beside this, if there are the temples, then or the post office, then people are engaged in the temple or they are engaged in the post office. Okay. So this is all about the occupation, about the people living in the area depicted by the topo sheet. Now students, another important feature, it is the man-made features. Now if you see that in the grid there is the temple, then you can see there is a dam, or you can see there are the settlements, or there is the road, metal road. So here the man-made features, that is the features which are made by man. They are constructed by man. It can be the houses, it can be the metal road, it can be the temple, post office. That is the features which are made by man. Okay, man-made features. Now, whenever you get the last part of today's discussion, it is the natural features. Whenever we are talking about the natural features, remember students, is that suppose in that grid there is a river flowing. So this is the natural feature. Okay, so that is the natural feature. There are the sand dunes. So those are the natural features. That is the features which are made by man. Next we come to the compass direction. Remember, whenever we are talking about the compass direction, there is a settlement here A and there is another settlement here X. Okay. My question is, what is the compass direction of X from A? So whenever you read the question, you read twice, of X, compass direction of X from A. So at A you are standing and you are seeing X. So what do? You join the line, and in which corner it is falling? It is falling in the southeast. So the answer is southeast. Okay, again I am repeating. The question is, what is the compass direction of A from X? Or X from A, X from A. So at A you are drawing the compass. Then from A you are seeing the X. So here you draw the compass north, south, west and east. You join it. Then you see it is falling in the, X is falling in the southeast direction of A. So the compass direction is southeast. Okay. And what is the CI of the map? CI is nothing but it is the contour interval. At the end of the map extract, you will be getting the map extract in the stationery. Students of class 10, please check that whenever you are getting the stationery, the map, the topo sheet, you should get it. Because on the basis of that topo sheet, you will be getting the half yearly questions. So at the end of the map, you see that there is the contour interval is written 20 meter. So that is the CI of the map. Remember students, again I am telling you, whenever class 10 you take the topo sheets, please check that you get the topo sheet along with the stationery, because until and unless you get the topo sheet, you will not be able to attempt the 20 marks question which will be given in the half yearly exam. Very simple questions, don't get worried about it. I have explained the concept and of the what type of question you can get. I told you, again I am repeating, you can get the question like this: what is scale? What are the different types of scale? What is RF? What do you mean by cluster settlement? What is a linear settlement? What is a radial drainage? Give the 4-figure grid reference of the settlement A or settlement B. Then you can also get name 2 man-made features in this grid, name 2 natural features, and the last one is what is the CI. CI means the contour interval. Clear? Thank you students.